What's happening, sports fans? And you probably wonder why I am wearing this. This is because it feels like it is already Christmas because spring sports are here. I like lacrosse. I like baseball. I like to have these guys back in my life. I am Christian Pedersen. That is Noah Laxina. Say what's up, Noah.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
This guy is DavidRing. He is at Canyon Side Cages. He's rebranded a little bit to be more little DavidRing this year on social media, but he is the hitting guru that is everywhere in San Diego. Now he's the author of Dave's Dingers. DavidRing, man.
Dude, so happy to be back, man.
Okay, so you're going to be talking baseball pretty much exclusively this year. He is our primary baseball correspondent. Let everybody know how and where they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, you can follow me at DavidRing4 on Twitter. And then on Instagram, I've got a funky new one. It's David_Ring_10.
Okay. Very nice.
An interesting one.
So follow him for all
That's
sorts
one of those, like, you put the username and then, like, oh, this one's not available. And you had to add
a normal one, right?
Yeah, who are the first three David Rings?
Yeah, invalid. They're not like this guy.
Trying to get my name out there.
Trying to get your name out there. Well, you can try and get your name out there also by talking baseball with us all season long. Exactly. Let's just sort of, for people that are new here, give you the what's going to happen in the next couple of months. We've got baseball as the primary guys sport in spring season. Softball is the primary girls sport in spring season. To go with that, we got guys and girls lacrosse. We got track and field. Noah is a track and field stud and absolute guru, so he's your go-to for that. Noah, what can they do to follow you on social media for track updates all year?
Oh, yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at Noah_Lax2017. My Instagram is Noah_Lax17. So, the 20 is on the Twitter and then 17 for just the Instagram. But yeah, you can follow me for updates. Just, I like it's a personal account as well as a business account.
Yeah, so Noah's, we're going to continue the introduction, is Noah also encompasses the culture side of why we have him on this show, because a lot of what we try to do here at Prep Insider is kind of toe that line of counterculture radio that, we will talk a lot of stats and wins, losses, but we also have a little bit of fun with it. Normally the show is going to go like this. We're going to do a power rankings segment at the beginning that will be up to whatever analyst wants to talk about whatever. So I'm probably going to talk about a lot of lacrosse. Noah's going to talk about track. Dave's going to talk baseball. Tommy and Bodie, wherever they are, will talk about whatever they decide to talk about whenever they deem it appropriate for themselves to show up at the previously scheduled upon time. Man, I remember the show where
it's fun to have all.
Yeah, dude, it's going to happen.
Guys in here.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
So, well, I did put the bat signal out, so we might have gone DC instead. But let's get to that first power ranking segment. So I was planning on having Bodie here to roast him on set. Oh, Bodie?
Oh, there he is.
Maybe we did plan all this.
Introducing from Scorebook Live himself, the man with the J's, Bodie Da Silva.
Oh, bro, Bodie.
I mean,
whoa, he got the message too.
Doesn't even compete with what you said.
You two have met, yes?
I don't think so.
Not formally.
DavidRing, Bodie Da Silva, world's
Yeah. I retweet his stuff.
Wow.
Every day.
You love to see it.
He better know who I am.
Positive human interaction. You love to see it.
You hear for worlds to be colliding. We'll put it on the poll at Twitter or at SD Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram. Bodie, well, I mean, you were, I'm assuming, just standing outside the studio waiting, listening to the show for the right moment. We were talking our power ranking, top 10-ish type start to the season. Bodie is here with Scorebook Live, the official digital content provider of the San Diego CIF section, at SB Live CA on Twitter. Bodie is SD Preps on Twitter. Let me turn up your mic. Bodie, we were going to look back reflectively at your top rankings from the preseason, and now that we have just enough of a sample size to start talking about actual legitimate baseball, everyone was going to get a chance to just kind of talk about a team or two from that top rankings. So, Dave, do you want to start? Do you have a couple of teams just in that top race that you would like to have a little bit of first word on?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's three teams that are 5-0 right now: East Lake, Torrey, and San Marcos. That I've got. I mean, off to a hot start, and you got Poway at 0-4 to start the year. I mean, that's surprising compared to where you had them to start. I mean, I think and talking to a couple of their players, they've had some rough games to start the year, but overall, I think they're going to be back in my top 10. I've got Eastlake, Torrey, Cathedral, Grossmont, and Helix in my Power 5 right now.
Okay.
With Point Loma, San Marcos, LCC, Carlsbad, and Saints, all with almost 4 wins. Most teams only played 5 games right now. So it's enough to kind of see, but most teams are going to get hot later in the year.
I think what I'll be curious about is how rigidly you adhere to 5. Notoriously, Dave has been about 11 or 12 deep on his top 10 voting. So we'll see how rigidly you enforce the top 5 moment.
No notables today.
No notables yet. Bodie, do you need a minute to prep, or you can go?
Yeah. He's like that. He's valid like that.
I see all the box scores every day, so I should be ready at this point.
Deal. I feel like this is the equivalent of you just got out of your car, walked onto the blacktop, stood in the corner, and said, "Give me the ball." So, Bodie, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys speak of San Marcos. That's a team that I had lower to start the year. Definitely heard from some players that thought they should be ranked higher, and they've come out and they've played that way. They put up 20 runs in a game, 17 in another, and barely have given up anything. Have Kyle Carr, who's one of the best pitchers in the county, so they've really shown that way so far. Torrey Pines has been impressive, 5-0 start. Eastlake, they're always going to be impressive. I had him at 3, and clearly that was too low at this point. Poway, I saw their opener. Weird game. Umpires were late, darkness, but still, they lost by 10 runs, and they've had some heartbreakers since then. So it's a team they'll move down, but with their league, no reason they can't come back up later.
Noah Lax, you were going to highlight. I believe I heard you speaking with Dave about you had someone in mind that you really were kind of caught off. They caught your eye a little bit.
Well, a team that I just wanted to mention, David mentioned them, was Grossmont. Right now, they're 4-1, and they're playing really well. They're batting really good. They have, I think, like 30-something runs in their first 5 games, and then their team ERA has been a 144 pitching-wise. So, they're doing really good. They're putting stuff together. I know they had a tough loss to San Isidro, but San Isidro's also having a pretty good season. I think they're 5-1, 6-1 right now. So they'll bounce back from that, but very junior and senior heavy, and I feel like they're going to get it going.
I'm going to be all about power pitching, power rankings, all season long, because we already have multiple no-hitters thrown, and we have other people that have come within about 3 or 4 outs of no-hitters, and that's an impossible stat to track, but that is something that I have talked to a couple of coaches who are like, oh, that guy no-hit us into the 5th or 6th or something like that. So
It's been an exciting first month. I've seen a bunch of walk-offs. No hitters.
Yeah, I was at the start of a game that ended with a walk-off yesterday.
Of all the dingers.
Yes, so
there's been a ton of home runs.
And show pitch. We will get to Dave's dingers in just a little bit, so stick around with us. But yeah, for me, I'm already just like it's going to be all pitching. So I'm still accumulating some stats, trying to get. We'll get to Ks, we'll get to walks, we'll get to whip once all that kind of stuff goes. But I just want to give all of the pitchers a lot of heads up that we're going to be diving in to see. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, if we had an intern, I'd say make that into a GIF. That'd be a good GIF. Just Noah loosening up. Because Noah, can I just say, either that shirt is small or you're looking a little bit bigger.
Hey, I've been working out, man, since January 1st. Try to go 5 to 7 times a week.
That New Year's res.
Yes, yeah. We actually stepped watching our diet, eating clean, a lot of protein. Yeah, man, I'm trying.
What'd you say?
Eating last night. He was motivating me too, man.
Who?
Gary V.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's
Gotta
good.
go.
I will put it on the poll at SD Prep Insider. If you notice that Noah Lax is eating clean and hitting the gym, you can follow all of our polls
I'm gonna retweet
at
that
SD
one,
Prep
man. I
Insider.
feel good about that one. Made my day. Not gonna lie.
I would hope you'd retweet a fair amount of our stuff. You're an employee of our company. I mean, I'll say this, man. We don't know. We don't know where Tommy is. We haven't seen Tommy in a couple weeks. So I guess employees of the company doesn't necessarily mean what it used to in America. But yeah, I would hope that you would engage with us a little bit on social media.
I picture a shirt similar. He's wearing a shirt similar to.
No. So here's what you've missed this year with Tommy, because Dave obviously only comes and goes through baseball season. Tommy has kind of leaned into the coach thing, and sleeves have become very undesirable for Tommy, and it's a lot of athletic wear. And
I saw it going that way last year.
yeah, but it's definitely not. Yeah, so
I just seen the
okay.
transition.
Well, no, so you guys though,
Breath smelled like chicken,
and this
he's
is
just
where-
eating a lot.
and this is where worlds start to collide when you get a kick-ass studio like this to set stuff up in. Is we used to have to go there for one show and have to go here for a different show, and we were meeting all over the place. So we'd get like different versions of people, and this is inside joke, probably only for like 8 people that have followed us for multiple years. But guys, like there would be a very exclusive version of Tommy that existed where we would get to the end of the playoffs, and he would just like, you would see him kind of like fall out of his car, army crawl into the studio, just like he's beleaguered from 7 months of high school sports coverage and doing all the work and going to all the stuff, and he'd sit there and he'd be like, okay, one last show, and he'd pump up, but then we'd see this slowly destroyed, like wearing less and less professional
less
attire,
voice.
less voice, less everything.
All that BP he'd take, he'd get tired, man.
Well, that's another thing is you two would miss Tom. I mean, not necessarily miss if you were on Snapchat, but Tommy would take shirtless BP after the shows and snap it out to everybody. All sorts of weird stuff.
Cage.
Well, you missed it because apparently, according to him, we're never going back to Canyon Side Cages. Do you still have the scoreboard?
It's in my garage at home now.
Put that up behind us.
Let's do it.
Let's get that up on the wall here.
Dude, that's vintage, man. That's first show stuff.
That's cool.
That was how it was, man. That was back in the day. Okay, so DavidRing, Bodie De Silva, Noah Lax, Christian Pedersen. That was the power rankings. Come back for game balls, swipe over, or stick around. Get over there.
Get over there.